Let's go. Oh, I know what we do.
Let's go. This isn't a video about Joshua Jackson. It's about our favorite ginger ever. Not that I've known a lot of gingers, but
I have.
she's the coolest.
Yeah.
And her name is Allison Harris.
Yep.
And it's her birthday. Her 18th birthday. She's legal.
Okay, so we've compiled a list of 18 things that we love about Allison Harris.
There are a lot more, but, you know, we thought we'd be cliche and do 18 things for her 18th birthday. Allison was over at my house, and she was really hyper. She was doped up on God knows what. I don't even know what was wrong with her that night. But she was looking in my pantry, and all of a sudden she was like, you know what I like fettuccine Alfredo? And I just kind of turned and looked at her. I didn't know what had just happened. I was still trying to process the whole thing. Then she did some sort of weird, jumpy action thing that I can't demonstrate because we're sitting, but it was pretty fantastic.
It's on film. But she fell off of a rock wall, and she was really cocky about it. She's like, I think I can make it over this rock wall. And I was like, bitch, no you can't. And then she proved herself wrong.
Pretty much, we were gonna miss the exit, and so she made a 4-lane crossover. It was impressive. I was screaming. It was scary as shit.
4 lanes.
4 lanes.
Yeah.
At the
I'm just glad that Rachel wasn't the one driving.
Yeah.
I love you, Rachel, if you're watching this video.
But we would have died.
Yeah.
We would have died. But Allison, she's so skilled. It's ridiculous. And
In multiple ways.
Mm-hmm.
We've had some interesting experiences with Froyo. She
Never
really
mind.
likes Froyo, and we do too. So
Froyo's good. What can I begin to say about Toontown? Like, Allison really loves it. She enjoys Toontown.
she plays, or she battles gangsters,
With pie. And
which sounds really dirty.
like
but it's
Juno.
not. And apparently you can't say anything gross,
Which is dumb.
which is dumb because you should be able to say
like pie balls. Suck my
"Suck
pie
cock."
balls.
Yeah.
But you can't. You can't give out any information. So if you want to fuck a 5-year-old, you can't even do it.
Basically, we invented it someday this fall, and it's, you know, one of us will hold up a a little round vagina symbol, and the other one will shoot a little pellet gun thing through it. And see, the thing is that at first you start off with a really saggy vagina, and then you get smaller and smaller,
Tighter.
tighter
You get tighter.
as you progress through
Until you're a
levels.
virgin. And then
Yes.
it's kind of impossible.
Basically, whenever Allison goes into Aldi's, she becomes her best self. I don't know why that is, but, like, I don't know. We just see a whole bunch of generic brand crap that's like, instead of Cheerios, it'll be like round, crispy cereal bites that you enjoy on a Sunday morning. Copyright. Like,
Pretty much the best board game ever. Allison loves board games. And I think, if I'm not much mistaken, this is one of her favorites. It's this.
it was expensive too. It was like $30.
Yeah, that shit was expensive. But it's a pretty fun game. Was it Allison that had to belly dance?
Yeah.
Or was that you? Well,
It was
she had to belly dance for one of the action cards, and she refused to do it. I don't know why, because I really would have liked to see that.
Oh, I would have paid to see that.
I would have loved to see her, like, shake her
White girl ass.
White
In my
girl
face.
ghetto booty.
Yeah. We were at Trojan Horse one day, and Sasha was really pissy, and she was hungry. And Allison, being the true friend that she is, pulled out a half-eaten granola bar and said, "Sasha, if you want some."
It looked really disgusting. No offense, Allison, but it was such a sincere offering that I just I couldn't help but smile, and I really appreciated that. So thank you.
I almost cried.
That's another Bloomington story. Basically, Allison's brothers have this house, and as soon as you walk in there, it's pretty much like you're gone.
We took pictures, and you could almost see the smoke around us.
Mm-hmm. They
Yeah,
were playing
it's
Kings
intense.
of Leon in the background, and there's rugs hanging on the wall.
And it was so dark.
It was so dark. It was a Saturday, wasn't it? It was a Saturday afternoon. And it was dark and smoky, and there were beer cans everywhere.
We got scared of being raped by somebody that would see us on chat roulette, and we wanted to see 6 penises in a row. So we got on, and we wore masks, and yeah, it was really funny.
It was pretty
And we did
great.
see 6 penises in a row, actually. Though.
Yeah. It was...
We saw.
Yeah, we saw one. Didn't we see one that was actually jerking off?
We saw a lot that were actually jerking. There was more than
That's
one.
ridiculous. And Allison was the only one that was brave enough to sit in front of the camera and actually talk to the German boy. He used too many smileys, we concluded.
And he was like this the entire time. He was like,
Yeah, and he would say LOL, but his face is just lol. Allison had balls. She has the biggest balls out of all of us. It's
being
decided.
So-
You have the biggest dick, but she has the
Yeah.
biggest balls. I have neither because I'm a girl.
nope.
Over the summer, Allison was obsessed. Well, I guess she's always been very fond of Quiznos. But over the summer, it's we would go there at least once a week, right?
Mhm.
And she turned me on to Quiznos. That it's awesome. It's better than Subway. I mean, hands down, it's great. And it has suggestive catering ads. What was it again?
Having an affair, we cater.
So I mean, if you're shooting
Having
a porno,
Yeah, they cater. So.
they cater.
Allison really likes rom-coms because they I don't even know why. Because they have a happy ending.
Because
They
they're
make her feel
romantic
happy.
and they're funny. What's not to like?
Anyway, she took me to go see this horrible freaking rom-com that had Owen Wilson's dick nose.
He does
He
have a dick nose. But yeah, okay, well that was a bad example of a rom-com. And you know it was. You know it was. Because Allison and I agree that there are some pretty good rom-coms. 27 Dresses, that was good. James Marsden.
Brokeback Mountain.
A couple of songs by this band, We Think of Allison. So, are you gonna sing it with me?
Yeah.
Okay. You know I'm such a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger on my dick?
It actually makes her look like a hobo sometimes.
Kind of going with that.
Yeah.
Her hobo hat / scarf set.
She also has a pair of, literally, it looks like you took the foot of a bear and carved it out and then put it in a shoe. And then you're going to proceed to wear it. That's what it looks like.
Well,
She has the whole...
the point is
Wardrobe.
that I like her style, and that scarf is pretty BA.
And if you think about it, fingerless gloves come in handy.
They do. If you want to text, keep your hands warm, you can text.
And do other things. So, yeah.
Practical.
Yeah.
I think Allison's one and only true love, and that is Joshua Jackson. He's in Fringe, Dawson's Creek.
Cruel Intentions as a gay man with
Cruel Intentions.
Blonde hair.
He was hot in Cruel Intentions. But basically, Allison is like
semi-obsessed.
Semi-obsessed. I wouldn't say completely
It's
obsessed.
almost there.
But she's very she has a strong inclination towards him. And I can sort of see it. I mean,
yeah.
He's a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allison used to do random facts of the day. She doesn't do them as much anymore. But she would give out like random information that really would not add to our lives. But we loved it because it was coming out of Allison's mouth.
I loved it. I still remember, the one I remember clearly was about the flamingos, about how they're pink because they eat shrimp. I remember that. I will never forget that, and that's because of you.
And that's, it's valuable information.
It's valuable.
What if she owns a flamingo farm in the future?
Or like a shrimp company.
She'll need to know that.
I will need to know that, because if I'm gonna be
eating
fishing for shrimp,
she wants to know that she's gonna turn pink.
Fuck you. Well, first on our list is you weren't here for this. What were you doing?
Nothing.
Okay. Yeah, whatever.
No, I think that was the current owner.
I'm
gonna edit this out right now. I wasn't being serious. You don't have a hairy chest. Okay. Edit out. I wish I possessed your muff. Her ginge minge.
Well, I don't.
Taking that out.
I just remember does the carpet match the drapes? I remember that now. That was Allison got pissy because of that. For some unknown reason, she got pissy when we asked her if the carpet matches the drapes, and it was a legitimate question. And our very last one, it's kind of like an obvious fact here, but Allison is pretty much the most badass ginger we know. The Ginger Ninja, you know? It's like, there's no one else like her. We can't replace her.
I don't know anybody like Allison.
She's completely unique. And she's totally badass. Like I said before, what are you doing? She has balls. Big balls. And I wish I could... Stop that! What? Are you doing something suggestive?
No.
I wish I could possess some of her qualities.
We love you.
We love you. Happy birthday. You're legal. Go out and party.
And smoke and get cancer.
Do some crazy shit like getting cancer. I mean, it's a party and a half, I've heard. So, I don't know. Happy birthday again. We love you. BFF. And I hope you're not like completely embarrassed by this.
If you are, it's okay.
We sure as hell are not. So
see
ya.